What's good YouTube? Giants fan 696 back here with a video today, and today's video is going to be a breakdown of the Comeback Kid badge in NBA 2K24. So Comeback Kid improves a player's ability to make shots when trailing. So in today's test, basically going to go into blacktop as usual in a 1v1, let the CPU score, and we're only going to shoot when we're down and see how we do. And as usual, I have custom rosters at each tier of the Comeback Kid badge. So the requirements are: for bronze you need a 53 midi or 56 3-pointer, silver 64 or 68, gold 75 or 79, and Hall of Fame 86 or 89. I'm using Devin Booker for this test because I'm really comfortable with his shot, so edited him to have the badge on each tier at those attribute thresholds, as well as one just below bronze at that 52 midi and 55 3-pointer. So obviously we're only going to be counting the shots when we're trailing for the purpose of these tests. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. All right guys, so this first one's going to be Devin Booker with no Comeback Kid at that 52 midi and 55 3 ball, which is definitely very low. And keep in mind guys, as always, this test is done on Hall of Fame difficulty, but make sure we let Embiid score first. So he's now up, so badge should activate since we are trailing. Let's go ahead and take our first shot, and we are 0 for 1. Like usual, we'll do 10 shots, and yeah, we'll see how it looks. Yeah, so that's 0 for 2. I shot a late that time. I mean, it's going to be tough with a 55 3-pointer, especially since obviously I don't even have the badge. So I don't have my hopes set too high, but we are going to go ahead and try it anyway. And we are going to do 5 threes and 5 middies, guys, since that it should activate in both. As there you saw, I was able to green 1. So that's pretty surprising. So we're 1 for 3. So all of our shots have been top of the key. So let me get our last 2 threes in the corner. Okay. So 1 for 4. 1 for 5, and now we'll take middies. And as you can see guys, obviously the most important part, Embiid is up, so the badge would activate. Okay, so we made a midi. So went 1 for 5 from 3. Right now we're 1 for 1 from the mid-range. Obviously we don't have the badge here, but just so we compare apples to apples, should do it the same way, right? When we have the badge in the next one. Okay, 1 for 2. 1 for 3. 1 for 4. 2 for 5. Okay. So without having the badge, Devin Booker shot 1 for 5 from 3 and 2 for 5 from the midi. So now we are going to go ahead to that bronze Comeback Kid at that 53 midi and 56 3-pointer and see if we are able to shoot better with that. Obviously that's still really low, but we're going to find out. All right, so we're going to start from the 3 here. Okay, 0 for 1. 0 for 2. And keep in mind guys, all of Devin Booker's other shooting badges have been removed because obviously we want to just see the effect of the Comeback Kid badge. All right, so we're 0 for 2 right now. See, we make it that 1 for 3. Okay, so we're 0 for 3. Okay, that time shot a late, so that's 1 for 4. All right, 0 for 4. Will we make this last one from the corner? Oh, and we do. Okay, so we're 1 for 5, which ties what we did without the badge. Now let's see what we do with our middies. Since we just made that, have to let Embiid go ahead and get the lead back, obviously. All right, so we're 1 for 1 from the midi. Let's go ahead and let Embiid get that lead back. Okay, that's 1 for 2. Okay, that's 1 for 3. Okay, 2 for 4. All right, it's 2 for 4 and 3 for 5. So bronze was obviously not that big of a jump. We again went 1 for 5 from 3. The only difference is instead of 2 for 5 from the midi, we went 3 for 5 from the midi. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to that silver, which will now be at that 64 midi and 68 3-point shot for Booker. All right, guys, now we're testing this out at the silver level. Let's go ahead and let Embiid get his lead. Start it up. 1 for 1 right there. Okay. 2 for 2. Feeling pretty smooth right now. Okay, 2 for 3. Okay, 3 for 4. And we finished 4 for 5. And guys, that's really good with only a 68 3-ball. So, all right, so first shot is 0 for 1. 1 for 2. 2 for 3. Okay, so that's 2 for 4. And that's 3 for 5. So, okay, silver is decent. Silver, the thing is, we shot 4 for 5 from 3 and 3 for 5 from the midi. And I get my 3 is higher than the midi. That's kind of surprising, though, because 4 for 5 from 3, I mean, that's really good. 3 for 5 from the midi, I mean, that's still decent. So I would actually say silver is a decent jump from bronze, but we're going to go ahead up to gold now, which will be that 75 midi and 79 3-point shot, and see if we could be even better with that. All right, guys, so now Devin Booker is at the gold threshold of everything. And we start off 1 for 1. Felt pretty crisp there. 2 for 2. And like I said, guys, it's feeling pretty good right now. 3 for 3. Okay, let's go to the corners now. And that's 4 for 4. Let's go ahead and just get our other corner in here. And we are able to go that 5 for 5. So, I mean, doesn't get better than that, right? So we're going to let Embiid get his lead again here, just so we could test out that midi, which is actually, with silver, we only went 3 for 5. So if we're able to go 5 for 5 with gold, that is a pretty big jump. So let's see how we do. Okay, 1 for 1. As you can see, we're able to go that 2 for 2. And keep in mind, guys, I like to shoot in the same spots in every test to make it even more of a legit way to test the badge. So 2 for 2, 3 for 3. We don't need to let Embiid score because he's already up by a decent amount. So 3 for 3, 4 for 4. And could we go that 5 for 5 from both the 3 and the midi? Let's see. And we are. All right, so we just went 5 for 5 from 3 and the midi with that gold comeback kid badge. So guys, I'm not even gonna go ahead onto that Hall of Fame tier since we just went perfect with gold. So if you want to be able to come back in games and want that comeback kid badge at the highest level, I'm gonna say go gold. You only need either a 75 midi or 79 3-point shot, which aren't high requirements at all. I mean, when we were down, we were completely knocked down with both of them. It felt really easy to time. So yeah, I would say go gold. I don't think bronze or silver were really worth it. If you're gonna want that badge, I would say make the attribute sacrifice to go gold. So that's my take on things. Appreciate you guys listening to this video. Let me know down below which badge I should test out next, and I'm out.